Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Oh, what do we have? Wand Queen, Aries Throne has come out for you. Oh, a nice energy. There's two things on the go here and they could be yielding some very, very good results, both of them. So I feel like, you've got your finger in a couple of pies and it's going to really work out for you. I feel like, yeah. So however that results, if you've got whatever this is happening here, it's yeah, it's working, absolutely working. So this energy of the Wand Queen's also very enigmatic. It's warm, it's very generous. So I feel like there's a sense that you are attracting opportunities and at the moment and people. So it could be that you've got, like I said, two things on the go, or two things are really taking off. There's, like double the results. So things might be doing doubly as well. We have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury, Virgo, double Virgo, quite literally. There's two Virgos in here. So interesting. I feel like the wheels are turning. I'm kind of being shown those old-fashioned fireworks, the Catherine wheels that they swirl around. They're like magic. There's magic around you. So yeah, and with Mercury coming in, your ruler that rules your sign, this is exciting. It feels like the wheels are turning and things are starting to really work. And so yeah, it feels like some ideas are really starting to pay off, or you're starting to see them, yeah, starting to really see that something definitely could work. So we've got quite a few cards here. These two feel right, actually. Wand, 3, Sun, Aries, and the Death card. Mars, Pluto, Scorpio, Uranus. So I'm just keep getting this sense of, being the person that pulling the strings here and making some amazing magic, getting some really positive results. And some things are I'm kind of getting results that you weren't expected. So there's transformation around some positive initial results or success. So it's just like, oh, wow, look at me now. Look what I can do now. And so it's kind of like trying out some of your, testing out some of your new skills, and it feels different. It feels like it's kind of a slightly different realm. It's kind of like if you were given a new magic power and you're like, oh, wow, look what I can do. It's kind of a bit like that. So it's like, yeah, you're making magic happen in your life at this moment. So it's kind of almost like everything you touch is a success. Everything you touch kind of turns to gold. And with that Death card, the Scorpio energy, it is bringing in, or perhaps a big change in your life. And part of that is around self-belief, or just knowing that you can do things and these are like maybe a different way of doing it, or a new skill that you're showcasing and learning and going, oh, so I feel like you're surprising not only yourself, but other people. And so, yeah, something really starts to work and take off. So this is exciting, Virgo. So Virgo, this reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. It is for, and I always say, if you know all of your placements, it's great to listen to all three to get the bigger picture of what's going on for you. It's for September. This reading is for the period of September the 16th through to the 30th, so the second half of September. Still in Virgo season, just. So still a week left of Virgo season before moving into Libra. And so happy birthday to all you beautiful Virgos that are having a birthday at this time and celebrating. But yeah, trying out your new skills. Very exciting. Virgo, this is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. But I feel like you're too busy over here trying out this new skill, trying out this new ability to manifest, perhaps, that you're kind of like, yeah, sure, I'll do what, yeah, I'm over here. I'm more interested in what I'm doing at the moment, because it's quite fascinating what's happening with you. So fair enough too, Virgo, because this feels like an exciting new possibility. We have the Five of Swords. So there is a conflict around you. Let's see, crossed by the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands. My goodness, what's going on here, Virgo? The Knight of Cups. And my goodness, the Fool card. Wow, right next to the Death. So something is changing and ending, and something is beginning. Something is transforming. And at the base, Justice, we have the Libra energy that we're stepping into. So this is interesting, very interesting reading here for you, Virgo. Now, just quickly before we step into this, I just wanted to give a little shout out and a plug for my new channel, which is around, it's called My Glow Space. It is children's sleep meditation and baby soundscapes to get them to sleep. And if you've got kids, or you know people with kids, or you're a grandparent, or you just like to check it out for your inner child, I will just put the link in the description box below. I'd love it if you check it out, and any support would be greatly appreciated. So let's get back to you. So this is like, with this newfound energy, and it does feel like you've got a magic skill. That's what I keep getting. It's like all of a sudden, everything, it changes. So it's kind of like if you were magic and you could wave your magic wand and make anything be however you wanted it to be, what would change in your life? Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that it brings up a lot of things. It shows you very clearly what's not working when things start to work. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually, it's not a bad thing, because you've got the 3 5s here. 5s represent that something's not working. There's something that's conflicted or blocked here. And then I feel like you're leaving this behind, moving beyond this. So this is, you're letting go, discarding some debris is what I'm getting here for you, Virgo. Some just old energies that no longer resonate, that don't work for you. And I just kept getting like discarding an old shell, if that makes any sense. And it's like stepping into this new empowered energy that feels really new, really, really new. So we have, as the situation, the Five of Swords crossed by the High Priestess. And the Five of Swords does represent some kind of interpersonal conflict. It could be a bit of a spat, a bit of an argument. It could have been that there was fallout. There was something that occurred, a disagreement, or a one-upmanship kind of energy. And it's like, yeah, sure, someone got the last word, or somebody won the argument, but at what cost? And I feel like it's kind of like, it feels kind of petty here, Virgo. And it's kind of like not wanting to connect with anything that's on that kind of lower vibrational petty level. It's kind of like, I don't want to get involved with that anymore. It is crossed by the High Priestess, which is interesting, which is kind of like you're being blocked by your intuition here. And it was kind of like you weren't able to perhaps... you didn't listen to your intuition, perhaps, and so it ended in a conflict. Or somebody didn't, whether this was you or the other person. And it's kind of like, oh, I should have known better. I should have known not to have said that. I should have known not to have done that. And anyway, it's done now. Let's move on. So it does feel like whatever it is, there's a sense that you kind of went down a slightly wrong path because of not trusting your intuition. Even though you probably were getting some very strong intuitive messages. But what we're seeing here is that it's all starting to work again. So that's good. We have the Page of Wands coming in. And the Page of Wands is right underneath the Wand Queen. So there's a lot of Wands energy here coming in for you, and it is around your motivations, your desire, your willpower, your ability to assert what it is that you want. And in your conscious mind, it's kind of like, well, I've got this thing that seems to be working, and it's showing these positive initial results. And so what am I going to do with this? Or it could be wanting to bring that in, but I feel like it's here. And so it's very much like, yeah, I feel like you're distracted. You're distracted from something. And it's kind of like, because there's a big decision happening here to walk away and detach from an energy that's not been fulfilling for you. And this is it here, this Five of Swords. And I feel like you are getting that message really, really clearly from your intuition. And if you haven't been listening to it, I think that you really will feel that and really start listening to that message coming through after seeing these positive results. Because this Eight of Cups is walking away or detaching, as I said, because there's something missing. There was something missing, and you will know what area of life that is that was missing, because it had that kind of friction or tension, or constantly kind of just disagreeing with somebody, not, arguing, or not. It doesn't even have to necessarily, there was just a friction there, like it was a clash, and it was like you weren't on the same page, you didn't have the same ideas. So wherever it is, it's kind of like, well, yeah, exactly. Why would you stick with that energy when something's working over here, something new and exciting? So we have in the recent past the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a lovely, independent, spirited energy of gratitude, feeling free, feeling like your world is, could feel quite luxurious. It doesn't mean you have to be in a lot of luxury. Even the feel of something, standing in the sun, having time can be luxury, but it just felt like there was a fancy free kind of energy with the Nine of Pentacles. It was just happy to kind of be on your own, doing your own thing. So that's why it's kind of a bit like this Five of Swords has just come out of the blue and just gone, yuck, I don't like that feeling. And so interestingly, it has come up as a gift from the universe to say it's time to move away from that, like I said, shed. And we have in the near future the Five of Cups, and this is you walking away. This is you leaving a situation. This is you, and it could actually bring some sadness up for you or other people. People might be disappointed that you're detaching or moving away. And it could just be, this could be you, because there's a whole new area of life, or a whole new world is opening up for you here. So the Five of Cups is very much that there is some kind of, through the walking away, there does feel like there is some kind of loss. There may have been some good things associated with this, but it just feels like it's necessary at this moment. And that might be part of why you didn't listen to your intuition, because there were some good things about the situation that you were in. But ultimately it reaches this point where it's like, okay, I can't ignore this intuitive message anymore. So, this is what I love, is that this is you, the Six of Swords. You've moved from the Five to the Six, and you've moved beyond that conflict and really seen that something needs to start moving and flowing. And so you've kind of risen above a conflict and found peace. And this could actually be, there's a sense that something has moved. You've walked away or detached. So this could quite literally be thinking about traveling, wanting to make travel plans, thinking about moving in some way in your life. So wanting things to start moving. So the flow starts coming in again, and it's not only for you, but for the greater good of others as well. So I feel like it's, you're doing what you have to do here. And interestingly, you're surrounded by more conflict, the Five of Wands. So it's making its presence known. And that's what happens when, the High Priestess is bringing this in and going, oh, if you're not going to listen, I'm going to show you all of this. So if this is kind of what you're seeing, it could be a very highly competitive area that you're working in, or it could have been a lot of people wanting the same thing, or people kind of clashing of agendas, clashing of what people want. So it just doesn't feel right. It's just like, no, I don't want to be part of that, because this is what is in your hopes and fears, the Knight of Cups. Following your heart, following a path that brings you happiness and fulfillment. It could be moving towards someone that brings you happiness and fulfillment. So that's why I feel like you've got other things on the go that are outside of this conflict, or two things on the go. And so I do feel like it's very much a sense of stepping into the new here. with this full energy, there's a sense of new, fresh energy, really wanting to start something new, new places, new people, new world, new hobbies, new connections. It's very much, like letting go of all of this that's not working, like we said. So that feels very nice. There's this freedom to the Fool card. And the reason the Fool travels light, he's only got that one backpack and it feels like he's on a whim, but he's not, because there's all behind the scenes. I can see the cogs moving, and the cogs are starting to spin now. And so this might be realizations or understandings, but it might also be that things are starting to flow and things are starting to work. And so part of being this sense of stepping out into the light and taking this first step, taking this chance, this belief, stepping into this lovely new energy, is releasing some of the heaviness that's been around you. It's a sense that needs to be discarded to be a light journey. And that's what we're seeing. These fives, 3 5s, are being discarded and detached from. And I do feel like it's around a lot of time to be around that full moon in Pisces that's coming in around the 20th, give or take a day, depending on where you are in the world. So just might want to check that time. But yeah, so that's why we're seeing new contracts coming in with the Justice energy. I feel like you're walking, something is transforming, your abilities are transforming, your social interactions are transforming, your world is transforming, you're stepping into the new, and so therefore you need new contracts. So the Fool card could be new soul contracts with people. It can be new job contracts. It feels I feel like with all this Mercury around, you're getting the message now. You're getting the message about, you've got the Fool, which is 0, the Magician, which is number 1. You've got the Page of Wands, which is thinking about starting something new. It's time. It's time to really step into this. So it is, I think it's going to feel really good, actually. Feel really good. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Virgo. Oh, 2 have popped out. Let's see, what do we have? We have, I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. And that's actually, I think, associated with this 5 of Wands, which is in your surrounding energy. And we have, loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. My heart is open. That's the other thing with the Fool journey. Heart and mind is open. I allow my love to flow freely. We're seeing that. Thoughts are freely flowing as well. I love myself. I love others and others love me. So, it's actually a very beautiful energy that's coming through here for you, Virgo. So and it's interesting when it is your season, it is your time to shine in the sun. The sun is shining down on you, and we can see the sun is shining in the Fool card. And it is a time, the solar return is a time of activation. It is a time of transformation. And there's always something kind of shifts and transforms or blossoms throughout this period. And I feel like you're really seeing this. And it feels good. And some of you might even, feel different, look different by the end of this. And we have beautiful, the treble clef, which is related to music. And it is about finding the higher octave, the higher frequency of something, not being stuck in these lower petty frequencies of these 5s here. And really connecting into spirit, to love, to joy, forgiveness, freedom, all of those higher vibrational energies. And really listening to that intuition and the frequency that's coming through. I'm kind of getting that there is the message that could be passed through music as well, because the High Priestess does bring some interesting synchronicities and messages. So it could be through song, or you might even get these messages just listening to something. So I get frequency and hearing messages, being at the right frequency. That's really, really important for you, Virgo. So, yeah, I feel it doesn't actually feel hard to go through this shedding process. The Death card, like I said, it does bring a deeper energy, a deeper transformation in around success and positive results in your world. And I think you're going to it's going to be quite easy to transition into this because you are presenting as the Six of Swords. So yeah, I feel like it's actually, you're going to feel really, really good. So we're going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to see what else is coming in the near future, what's coming in with the Fool energy. What is this new world that you're stepping into? What is this new energy? What comes with this experience? So that's exciting. Let's look and see what's happening with the future beyond. And then also we're going to see what other intuitive messages that you are receiving at this moment in time that you need to hear for this reading, as well as we're going to tune into career, money, love and relationships and really focus in on those three areas and pull some cards specifically for that. So that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you've had a blessed season and enjoying this beautiful transformation that is occurring here for you. And please like, subscribe, share if you'd like to support the channel. And also I'll put a little promo at the end for my new channel if you'd like to check it out. So take care, Virgo, and we'll talk soon.